Well, welcome back, viewers. I don't know if you've been keeping up with my videos. The last few ones were of a gameplay footage of Wolf Team mixed in with some music that I just like to share with the peoples. Now, I know I haven't been posted anything recently. It's because, like I said previously with my Yamato stuff, I'm trying to be a college student, but since Illinois, the place I reside in, has no state budget, any state aid like Pell and all that is not coming true, so I gotta find another means to still learn my craft, but also have time to actually digest it and all that stuff. I'm a very slow learner, but once I pick things up, I'm very quick to apply. Also, I'll be covering Astro Boy, the review for that soon. Don't know how soon, but soon. Some rules for our anime reviews. Maximum amount of episodes are 52. Minimum is 10. Of course, there are a few exceptions. Exceptions are if the series is if it has less than 10, as long as the story is coherent, as in you can go from one episode to the next episode and you still follow the plot very well, then we'll cover it and all that stuff. Also, the reason why we say above no more than 52, because there's some series out there that have well over 400 episodes, well over 1,000. Bleach being the one that's well over 400, and Astro Boy being the one that's well over 1,000. I think according to Wikipedia, Astro Boy has 1,214, but I could be wrong. So, I mean, that's for just the 60s version. For the 2003, I think it's like maybe 24 and all. But that's... I'm not talking about total as in the series as a whole. I'm talking about per... if you want to call it the season, go ahead. I don't know what you want to call it in terms of Astro Boy, because its first series came out inside the 60s. Then it pretty much fell off the face of the planet into the 80s. Then it got a severe makeover, which I love how they did that. The animation quality for that was neat. Then they went in with the 2003s and this kind of meh at all. But I can cover all that inside the history of Astro Boy, which is coming soon. That's an example. There's few exceptions to over the 52 is if it's something like Dragon Ball Z or Toriko or any other show that just grabs my interest and I got to know how they're gonna pull up the animation, how it's gonna end, etc., etc. Because reading a book is one thing, but once you see your favorite story becoming more than just stills or whatever, depending on what you read, it really changes your perspective if you're a fan of it. Also, I'm gonna be doing a majority of these anime reviews and all, primarily because my co-host is full-time parent, and so with that being there, full-time parent mixed in with 3 kids and one in middle school and 2 in high school, kind of throws everything out of wonkers, if you will. Trying to keep this as family friendly as possible, which somewhat difficult because nowadays the term family friendly is being altered in modern times. Those who are parents, you understand why I'm coming with this. PG-13 used to be one thing for a certain amount of years, then it became another. Now it's something like X-Men, where as long as you don't show blood or guts, you can get away with pretty much anything for a PG-13 rating and all. Pardon the sniffles, I've got allergies. I'm allergic to pollen and dust, so those who know those kind of allergies, you know what I'm going through right now. Those who don't, By the way, you still know about allergies if you have any. On other matters, now some people are doing the words of fair use. I'll get to that too. Don't know if my co-host here wants to do it and all. That's something that we haven't decided if we're gonna do. If I'm just gonna do the words of fair use, or we gonna do it together, because I'm primarily the editor. We talk about everything and all that stuff, but I don't want to stays up until 5 in the morning editing videos and other projects that people have handed to me. My current project is a soundboard for a friend of mine. He wants a, I don't know if any of you guys have heard the series, but he wants an Archer soundboard. Of course, I'm using it as privately as possible, so some of you say, oh, I might think, hey, how about you sell it off? Well, it's not mine to really sell, even though I'm working through audio from seasons 1 through 6, but I don't really have the correct licensing to give off a fan-made soundboard like that to everyone in their cousin, just a few friends, and maybe a few family members. You know, if I did put it in the App Store, it'd probably be a free app, but it's far from the point. Let's see, also on the agenda, I got a new-ish computer. I say ish because it's a hand-me-down, but it's a HP home entertainment with Windows Ultimate, Windows 7 Ultimate and all. So like I said, it's new-ish, but not exactly, because I got to update everything inside of it. Did some of the minor stuff, like the hard drive and all. But yes, I'll be getting into all that shortly. With the details, I just want to get everything situated here because it's an update video. Going back towards the anime topic, we will be releasing a list of shows we are going to cover. I'm probably going to put it inside this video and all. Probably at the beginning or the ending, probably going to put at the ending of all the series that we're going to go cover for a 10-year stuffs here. Also, channel update. I know a lot of people have a specific thing they like to do. I'm not really all that, because I could get burnt out on things a lot easy. Well, that's the easier than most. ADD and all, attention deficit is a pain in the rear, and I don't want to get bored doing this like some people. So there might be 1 week might be a few gameplay videos, the next week could be maybe another review, but in between I'd like to throw in some reviews of other things too while I'm working on watching a series and taking show notes on that and all that fun stuff. And also, I also thought about doing a bunch of other things with the channel. Maybe if we get tired of doing Japanese things, oh no, someone who likes anime saying they get tired of Japanese crap. Oh no. We might do other things like maybe if episodes covering maybe Marvel Comics or DC Comics, or the way the characters used to be before a reboot or whatever. So maybe do some American stuff, maybe cover articles regarding our corrupt United States here. Don't know yet, don't care. That's whenever I throw the dart on inside the list of things I want to cover for that week or month or whatever. I keep the interest fresh while I'm learning computer programming and video game design. At least I can get that my career pre-done before I'd go in and with very little money and get the certification for it all. So there's all that. I'm also since I got a decent computer, not the best one in the world, but decent enough. I've also been playing around with the Unity engine and the Unreal Tournament, but the Unreal Engine, just to get a feel for the way these things are made. Also, I've also had a friend of mine who's working on mods right now. By mods, I mean not talking about they take a three-dimensional image and they sculpt it into what it looks like. Now they're drawing on pen and paper, so I can use the characters that I've made. I made the characters. They're the ones that have drawn the characters, so that I can apply it to a experiment of mine. See if one of my short stories can easily be turned into a game, but that's really left field at the moment. So, if there's something, what things you guys are interested in about me talking about what I'm going to be doing for these engines, feel free. Also, we don't mind taking requests and all that stuff. If you want us to do let's plays of games such as FNAF or Battlefront or whatever, we don't mind. Currently, the only limitation we have is it has to be for PC at the moment, because only we have at our disposal is a PS2. So, down in PS3, but money is tight for all of that, so we can't get a lot of fancy stuff. So that's why we're doing everything on PC. Yeah, so we can do that. Also, I also thought about doing some coverage on HeroClix stuff. For those who are not familiar with the game, which there's more who are not familiar than those who are. It's a game where you take figurines of your favorite characters, like, say for example you're a Marvel fanatic, you take your X-Men, you throw them together on a team, you mix a little bit of Spider-Man in there. As long as they get into an overall point average, say like 500 or 600 points, you can basically play around with what you want. The other thing you might need is a pair of dice and a game map, as they call it. Yeah, each figurine has their own abilities, like they do inside the comics or the movies. It's a very fun game. The only downside is that you have the perfect strategy, you can play you have the perfect team, you have perfect everything. But as soon as you throw down your dice, your 2d6, and pray that you actually hit the number you're wanting, it can be all poof in terms of the perfect game. Trust me, I know what that's like. After I build a decent team, play it, the dice are just not wanting to work with me, which is understandable. Wow, going on 14 minutes here. Also, we'll be doing a Where's the Fair Use thing, just to, like I said before, we don't know when, if it's going to be me or if it's going to be him. The reason we don't know if we're doing it together or doing it solo is because he wants to cover genre topics, not stuff like steampunk, gothic. You get the point. Also, YouTube is being a dingle dork, or I'm trying to be polite here, with their fair use, because I can go into detail, but I can give you my share. I guess we can do my take first and his take, then we can do a take together. Be looking, we'll look for that. Well, this is me. This is me giving you guys an update video. I might make another video shortly or within the next few days on other topics that need to be discussed or recently came out. So, Shaman Kid 91692 signing off. I hope you guys have a pretty wonderful day.